Tonight's poem is the death and dying words of poor Mailie, the author's only pet yo. It was written in Lockleigh in 1782 when Burns was just 23. It's exceptionally interesting as the first specimen of that rare and fine humour which, as entirely sui generis, Carlyle pronounced to be only best describable as the humour of Burns. The incident is commemorative of the all but strangulation of a favourite ewe, which was only released from the tether line when apparently at her last gasp by her owner, whose attention had been opportunely called to the accident by certain grotesque explanations from a neighbouring sheep boy, Hugh Wilson, or familiarly, Hughoc. I'm recording this particular poem on the night of a super blue moon. We won't see another super blue moon for another 14 years, till 2037. And it's a beautiful sight out there. The kind that makes you think that there's magic in the air. Strange things might be possible, including maybe a talking sheep. Here is the death and dying words of poor Mailie. As Mailie and her lambs thegither were ae day nibbling at the tether, upon her cloot she coost a hitch, and owre she warsl'd in the ditch. There groaning, dying, did she lie, when Hughoc he came doytin by. With glowrin een and lifted hands, poor Hughoc like a statue stands. He saw her days were near hand ended, but whase my heart he could not mend it. He gaped wide, but naething spak. At length poor Mailie silence brak. O thou whose lamentable face appears to mourn my woeful case, my dying words attentive hear, and bear them to my master dear. Tell him if e'er again he keep as muckle gears by a sheep, O bid him never tie the mare wi' wickle strings o' hemp or hair, but caw them out o' park or hill, and let them wander as they will. So many his flock increase and grow to scores o' lambs and packs o' wool. Tell him he was a master kine, and I was good to me and mine, and now my dying charge I gie him, my helpless lambs I treat them with him. O bid him save their harmless lives frae dogs and tods and butchers' knives, but gie them good cow milk their fill, till they be fit to fend themselves, and tent them duly e'en and morn, with teats o' hay and rips o' corn. And may they never learn the greats o' ither vile o' unrestful pets, to slink through slaps and ravel and steal at stacks o' peas or stocks o' kale. So may they, like their great forbears, for money a year come through the shares, so wives will gie 'em bits o' bread, and bairns greet for them when they are dead. My poor lone lamb, my son and heir, O bid him breed up with care, and if he lives to be a beast, to pit some heavens in his breast, and warm him what I winna name, to stay content wi' yous at hame, and no to rin and wear his cloots like ither minceless, graceless brutes. And neist my yowie, silly thing, good keep thee frae a tether string. O, may thou ne'er forgather up wi' only blasted mole and toop, but I keep mine to moop and mell wi' sheep o' credit like thysel. And now, my bairns, wi' my last breath, I leave my blessing with ye baith, and when ye think upon your mither, mind to be kind to ane anither. Now, honest Hughoc, dinna fail to tell my master all my tale, and bid him burn this cursed tether, and for thy pains thou'st get my blether. This said, poor Mailie turned her head, and closed her een among the dead.